Holger Rune vs Tallon Griekspoor preview. 8th seed Holger Rune will take on world number 47 Tallon Griekspoor in the first round of the 2022 Hamburg European Open on Tuesday. Rune performed quite well during the clay season in the run-up to the French Open. He won his maiden title at the BMW Open and then reached the semi-finals of the Lyon Open. The teenager made it to the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam for the first time at Roland Garros. Since then, however, he has been struggling mightily. Rune lost in the first round of the Halle Open against Pablo Carreño Busta. He was then defeated by Ryan Peniston in the first round at Eastbourne. He concluded his grass swing without a win as Marcos Giron knocked him out in the opening round of Wimbledon. A change in surface didn't alter his fortunes in any way. At last week's Nordea Open, Rune lost to Marc-André Huesler in the first round yet again. The teenager is now on a 5-match losing streak. Meanwhile, Tallon Griekspoor's best showing so far this year has been reaching the quarter-final stages of 3 tournaments in Melbourne, Geneva and Mallorca. At both the French Open and Wimbledon, he lost in the second round following his early exit from the All England club. He returned to compete on the Challenger Tour. Last week, he triumphed in his native Netherlands at the Amersfoort Challenger for his 11th title at that level. The Dutchman has now moved back up to the ATP Tour to compete in Hamburg. Holger Rune vs Tallon Griekspoor head-to-head. This will be the first meeting between them, so the head-to-head stands at 0-0 for now. Holger Rune vs Tallon Griekspoor prediction. Griekspoor will be high on confidence after winning a challenger title on clay over the weekend. Rune, on the other hand, will be hoping to snap his losing skid. The teenager has been all over the place since his breakout run in Paris. Having scored a couple of wins over top 10 players such as Alexander Zverev and Stefano Tsitsipas, Rune is now losing to players ranked outside the top 100. But all of his memorable results so far have been on the red dirt, and the Dane will look to rise to the occasion once again. Griekspoor is a solid foe to face on clay, so Rune's recent level just won't cut it against him. The teenager will need to hit his shots with impeccable timing, as pulling the trigger could result in plenty of miscues. A slightly conservative approach and focus on point construction will help him tremendously. His serve has been working fine in his recent losses, but there's room for improvement. Griekspoor is quite steady from the baseline and knows when to move forward as well to finish a point. His record against players ranked in the top 50 is 8-18, but 6 of those wins have come this year. If Rune steps up, he just might be able to get past his opponent, or else Griekspoor's consistency will be too much for him to handle. Pick Tallon Griekspoor to win in 3 sets.